positive, live chat, you want to choose who can participate, set square. Okay, cool, got it. I haven't been live on YouTube in a while. I really have not. So make we see what the vibe is about. Make we see how this differs from the other place. Let's see. I do know that yeah, I can make a bit. Back up a bit. Don't forget the proper camera angle. Alright, there we go. Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome to the people who have stumbled upon this side of YouTube. They say I haven't been on YouTube in a long time either. Good pan crown, wagwan. Yo, Shanae, thank you so much for keeping up with me wherever you are. Thank you so much. Isn't it, the support is more than the appreciation for the support is more than you know. I appreciate it. Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome to the live. Usually I do this on the clock app, but I'm currently cussing out the people who operate the clock app because apparently when I was on live last time on that app, they told me that I was doing repetitive and demeaning acts to encourage my audience to give me gifts. And I'm like, it's twisting my crown. I know it's repetitive, but is it a demeaning act? That's crazy. So I decided to say, you know what, me just have a strike. I have been meaning to do more over here on YouTube anyway. You understand? So might as well me just start from now. I think that may have been the trigger. I still have a dream of, you know, having a significant audience over here on YouTube anyway. And I really and truly don't want to neglect the people who appreciate all forms of content that I do create over here. Shanae, trust me, I am currently fissing it out with their people, and I've reported the problem. And I just right before I started this live, I said the same thing. Okay, I said the same thing. So let me just go to where I'll be appreciated. You know? So that's kind of the vibe. That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. But thank you guys so very much for being here. They probably got upset because I was saying, hey guys, try like up the, you know, drop some likes. Let's see if we can get more people in this live. You understand? So, yeah. I said the same thing, all of that plus that. Alright. Let me try to isolate some spots. This can work better for me. Your automated system need to fix from a longer time. Listen, I have never, I'm just glad, say, I never said this before until last night. I'm happy that they're getting sold. Because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I asked them in my last report if twisting my dreadlocks is a demeaning act. Really? Really? Let's be so for real. And if you do consider it a demeaning act, then there's a bigger problem that needs to be addressed. So I am waiting until they address that before my pop off, you understand? Before my properly pop off. So here we are. I have the technology to get what I need done. I need to renew my passport. So I need to ensure that I am presentable for my passport pictures. I would like a fresh retwist in my passport if I'm going to be using it for the next 10 years. Yeah, that's that. So here's what I'm doing. But thank you guys for being here in the live. I will be here until I either get tired or until I finish this process. I used to go live on YouTube very often, but things have changed. I wish I could go live more often in general, but things have changed. So I can see. Alright. No, I'm not using my product right now. I'm not using my product. I still have some things I need to iron out where that product is concerned. But I'll be using it at some other time. So I'll be doing a standard retwist. Not doing any styles on this one. Just going for the standard. 2-strand twist, trying to get my scalp some time to breathe. Appreciate you guys for being here. Really, truly. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to upgrade and sort out some of the devices that I have this year. And that way I'll be able to produce much better content for my audience, for you guys. As you can see, some of these have already been twisted. It is a tedious process, but guess what? It's tedious, but it's worth it at the end, you know? Of course, I save money doing this. Is it? I feel like we're here looking even longer recently. To be honest with you, this is the first regular standard retwist I've done all year. So I'll be able to really see the true length of it. I mean, I got an idea of after I wash my hair with the water weight holding it down. The 2-strand twists usually keep a lot of it shrunken. But with a standard retwist like this, I'll be able to see what the true length is like. It's been a while. I haven't done this all year. It's a regular standard retwist. No style, just tightening up. So, let's see. Also, I'm grateful because my hair is long enough where I don't need to use any scrunchies. As you can see, I can use my hair to tie up my hair. You know? Shanae, I know you can directly relate with that. So, this is what I'm going. This is what I'm going. I drink right here. Oh God. I put too much spirits in that apple. Oh, the jam. needs some go on here. This message is held for review. Alright, hold on. Let me go access that message. I see that someone
said something, but I can't see what that said a while ago. That's insane. Show your toes. No, thank you. This is not that kind of party.
It's actually pretty insane. No. Your scrunchies have no use no more. That's crazy. Well, understand what I say. Just use your hair to tie your hair. Yeah, man. I'm grateful that I don't need to buy any more scrunchies. I don't need to use anything else. What shampoo do I use? The last shampoo I used was Head and Shoulder apple cider vinegar. They have an apple cider vinegar. I was going to say flavor. They have an apple cider vinegar Head and Shoulder, but the reason I use Head and Shoulder is to battle the dandruff that I had on my head. Because the active ingredient in that anti-dandruff shampoo works for me. And I know people will say, oh, well, you know, Head and Shoulders is very drying. And I'm like, yes, precisely, because of the active ingredient. But I do a hot oil treatment to really deal with the drying nature of it. So people don't necessarily believe me when I tell them I use Head and Shoulders because of what my scalp looks like. But hot oil treatments are the truth. But yeah, I use Head and Shoulders last time. Yeah, Head and Shoulder have all different stuff. All different stuff. I don't understand why you're there. I asked man for him toys, and the video is about my hair. This is not the live for you, sir. Alright? And I'm assuming sir because your name Josh. So no, you can get off of that. It's about here, not my feet. Well, big up the chat every time though. Thank you guys for being here. For those of you who are scrolling. You know, I guiltily catch myself scrolling a lot. I catch myself caught down TikTok's rabbit hole of lives, especially when I'm going through shorts. I'm like, huh, I probably should go live over here more often. But you know, as I said, I had a falling out with the clock app recently, so I didn't time it. I have no idea what stitch braids are, and unless I am using my own hair, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, if I'm doing any styles, it's with my own hair. I'm not adding anything. I'm not artificial. I have no idea what stitch braids are. They never blocked me. It was just they had, because when I was live last night, they had restricted my videos, so it wasn't being recommended to people like it was. It was basically them saying, "Oh no, you're getting way too many people." I was getting a warning, and they restricted the amount of people that was watching my live. So imagine going from 400 viewers to 80 viewers. I was like, no dog. Rather sit down on YouTube and have 15 viewers than have to deal with all that foolishness. It's just that I have to mentally prepare myself to do things differently across platforms. Like, I don't play music. I can't play music too tough over here on YouTube because YouTube has much stricter music protections than say TikTok, you know? So we decided to, yeah, so it was a warning with a restriction. And we see the restriction while I was in the live. I'm like, really? While I'm here with the live on the people? It was just absolutely ridiculous. You'd think I was doing reckless foolishness, you know? Anyways, for 27 people on live, for those of you who are interested, please make sure you hit that like button. For the people who may be new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There is more than just here over here. I have YouTube is really where YouTube is my first love, and I plan on really recommitting that love over here. There's so much more that I need, so much unfinished business I have with YouTube, and so much things that I'm going to continue doing over here. Yeah, man. I'd rather find a space where people actually appreciate what it is that I'm doing. If that means that I have to go live over here on YouTube more often, well, so be it. So be it. Hey. Alright, probably when I get off of this live, I'll look into it. If it's something that fits my vibe, at least. But, as man said, this video is a standard retwist. I want to take some pressure off of my scalp. You know, over styling can definitely have impact on your scalp health. So I was saying I don't want to do any styles. I don't want to do any, nothing fancy this time around. I really want to do a 2-strand twist. Just tighten up the roots and then run it again next month. Give my scalp some time to heal and some time to breathe, because you should have seen the way how the dandruff and the dead skin that was on my scalp when I was washing my hair, boy. Okay. After this, I'm going to shift. Plus, doing a regular retwist without styles is a lot less time consuming. It is a lot less time consuming. Yes, dead skin. You'd be shocked to know how much dead skin exists on your skin right now. A lot of the dust in your room is composed of the dead skin off your body. What do you think dandruff is? Alright, boom bang bang. Alright, so we're gonna move over to my right side. Use Dr. Barnes peppermint for that clarifying. That peppermint sounds divine. Imagine how that feels. Okay, great. Shift. So here. Cheers. Alright. We have these first. That. Yeah, what do you think the dandruff was? No, this is not a CMOS smoothie. This is not a. This is sorrel. This is sorrel and raw. And that's all. Needed to make sure that I was in the proper state of mind. This TikTok that pissed me off. It's particularly frustrating for me because these are the places where I do my work. I'm a content creator. This is like my office space. TikTok telling me that, imagine, on social media, them telling you that retwisting your hair is a demeaning act for gifts. That's like them telling you that you're too black to get paid. That's absolutely insane to me. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Then you want to restrict me? You're not even paying me for going live. That's crazy. Anyways, we hope YouTube every time. YouTube has always been my first love. I've had a lot of fights with YouTube in the past, though, I'm not gonna tell you that. Really and truly, I've had quite the amount of fights over here on YouTube with like the demonetization stuff and whatnot, but hopefully the algorithm over here is better. Seats on trains and buses have dead skin in it too. Everywhere humanity goes, there's dead skin. Every single place humanity exists, there is dead skin. Because we shed. Our skin cells shed. We indeed shed. Just like how our hair sheds, or skin sheds. Our skin grows after all. And much of it is microscopic, but shedding is shedding either way. I want to thank the 39 people over here on this live. Thank you for being here. For those of you who are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. There is more than just here over here. I actually have a YouTube video that I need to work on. I did a podcast talking about content creation and corporate Jamaica that I would love to get into. Ooh. The best thing about having long hair is that after I twist one, I can wrap that one over my hair to keep it pretty decent. I don't even know what pinky twists are, or kinky twists are. I thought I said pinky. But differently still, I'm on the road to 100K over here. Let's get to 50 first. And if you get that 50K on YouTube, it's been a while since I've really given YouTube all my energy. So we'll get back on that. I'll probably wait until the clock app gets sold. Yo, I was so upset last night. I was like, can't wait until this app gets set. That was the first time I ever said that. Because so many people have been cussing about having racial issues over there, or them getting fight out for certain things, and that was the first time that ever reached me. Yo, I'm like, what? Absolutely insane. After I've been doing this over here for literal years. Let me go where people that will appreciate me. Let me go where the system will appreciate me. Because I thought I was being appreciated over there. 400 people that have been on panel live one time. I said, big bumbo club, let's go. The points in the past I've had over 1,000 people on the live. So, but for that same reason, I always encourage people, please make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. I am everywhere. Instagram, the clock place, especially here on YouTube, isn't it? So yeah. Okay, you never know. When one of these apps wants to be particularly difficult, you never know. You want what? A guinea pig I thought about? Guinea? Or are you talking about something else? You mean the fruit that's in a green shell, and if you crack it open, it's kind of like lychee, but not as meaty as lychee, and it's
the edible part is surrounded by a seed that you have to. How do I say this carefully? That you have to aggravate with your lips and your oral orifice to remove the edible part. Yeah, Shanae spelled it correctly. Yeah. Okay, Guinea. Yes. Yes. Focus. Yes. No, it doesn't taste like lychee. To me, it's its own unique taste. Some are more sour than others. Some are more sweet. Some are sweeter than others. But it tastes like it has its own unique taste. From my experience, I haven't really tasted anything else quite like it. So I can't say it tastes like lychee. Like to me, I can say that lychee tastes like rambutan. Like lychee and rambutan are very close. The difference between lychee and rambutan outside of their appearance is like notes in the flavor, like slight different notes in the flavor, but they're very much, pretty much, almost the same. But Guinea now, what? You know, its own flavor. Some people call it, I think some people call it Spanish lime. Trinidadians call it chenet. There we go. Here, where is here? Because here is relative. Where is here for you? Because it sells in the summertime in Caribbean stores in Florida. Summertime is really, right now is the season for it. Okay, it doesn't bear any other time of year. Actually, let me put this over here. Oh, you're in London. I see. It's because I have no personal idea. I have no personal experiences about the United Kingdom. I've never been there, never set foot in Europe. So I don't even know how to I don't know why. I don't know how to answer that for you. I wouldn't know this. I wouldn't know where to direct you. I would like to thank everyone. I would like to thank everyone for being here on the live. Thank you so very much. Please make sure you tap up that screen. Drop a like. Please and thank you. And for the new people over here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's more than here over here. Have you ever left Jamaica? I'm currently in Florida. I don't live in Jamaica. I am a yardie. I left Jamaica for a long time. I visit Jamaica every year. I've been to Jamaica 3 times this year. Countries I've been to United States, Jamaica obviously. Where else? I've been to Panama this year. Mi español es mucho mejor. What else? I've been to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I've been to Cuba. I've been to Dominican Republic. I think that's about. Is it? I've been to Colombia. yeah, that's about it. That's about it so far. I would plan to travel more for sure. I definitely want to expand my horizons. Get those passports stamped. Is me. For sure, for sure, for sure. But as for Europe, I've never been to Europe. Never ever been to Europe. Right. And I would love to get the opportunity to go to Africa, parts of Africa. I'd love to go to Ghana. I want to go to Equatorial Guinea, particularly Bioko Island, because that's where I found out that my maternal ancestors came from. You know, I'd love to go to Nigeria. I'd love to do the World Heritage Tours where, you know, gives you a glimpse into the past to see where my ancestors once walked, whether it was their choice or not. You know, if you understand what it is that I'm putting on. Well, yes, Ghana is beautiful and very peaceful. I would love to experience that for myself one day. Love to. I would love to get a chance to experience motherland. And I don't know. Maybe it's because of my experiences, maybe because of my personality. But I feel like Africa, those countries in Africa are higher on my bucket list than Europe. I've never had a burning desire to visit Europe, to visit countries in Europe. I don't know. I've never had that burning desire. So maybe one day, I mean, if I get opportunity, I will. But I've never had a burning desire. Japan is up there on my bucket list. I feel like Japan is my #1 destination in Asia, particularly because of this. Particularly because of this. I'm so very proud of this. This right here in my hand. But, you know, Japan for sure is definitely on my bucket list. So let me see. Why Bree, welcome to the live, welcome to the live. I should probably do my part 1s and part 2 somewhere else. You've always wanted to visit Egypt and Japan, South Korea. Ooh, vibes. Yes, I see the pyramids. I say, can't wait for the anime. Yeah, man. Trust me, I can't wait either. I can't wait to share what we have done so far. I can't wait to share with the audience what we have in store, really and truly. You mean in Jamaica, I'm in Florida right now? There they are in Florida. Sorting out business and such. Twisting my hair. I need to twist my hair as soon as possible because I need to renew my passport. So I'm gonna need some new passport pictures. If I'm going to need new passport pictures, that means I'm going to want a picture that I'm going to want to be with for the next 10 years. Alright, cool. Let's just let's leave it these. Look at the front. Come here. What is that? Hang on. Something dead. Come on. Get loosened up and washed out. Ah, bro. Make them know say he was a ballhead. Yeah, but me never born so. True. I was once I once never had much hair in my head. But it's true. Oh yeah man, something come out or whatever. It is completely detached. Come on then. This is 9 years of growth. Well, 9 years plus now. February they make 10 years. Enough girl everywhere, you know. Florida, one of them places, you know. But if you're thinking about like South Florida and Miami, no, like I'm not. I don't live around South Florida. I'm not close by Miami and them places. I'm in Central Florida, around the Orlando area. It's a city, but it's not. It's not quite the size of Atlanta, where maybe I heard from before. Alright, twist this and then I can pull out the dead skin that was that area up top. By the side. All things considered, I'm almost done now. I'm more than halfway through. I mean, yeah, it's pretty hot. It is pretty hot. Outside temperatures get hotter than Jamaica, to be honest. You know, thank God for central air. Air conditioning out there, something there, because Lord knows. Let me make you the entire head, Shani. Which part of your head give you a problem? Jumbo, leave the ends, left the ends, you're being evicted, hot, off. I don't want no dead skin over here. See that? That is that phone right there. See that? Everywhere past the front is crazy. So like you need a mirror or a setup like a mirror so you can see what you have to do. You see that? Probably can't. Some of you probably can't see. You see that? Did you see that? You see that? So. You see your back is heavy. Okay. Makes sense. How long does it take me to do my entire head? Well, if with what I am doing right now, just retwisting my roots, it would take me about 4 hours non-stop, no distractions. But I'm here twisting it on a live video, talking with people, so it might take a little longer. But you know, this with just retwisting my scalp like this, it will it's the fastest method for me. If I was doing a 2-strand twist now, again, story, 2-strand twist by myself on a live would probably be about maybe 5-ish hours or more, maybe 6, depending if I'm moving extra slow. No. I'm not ever going to dye my hair. That's not in the question for me. Any form of dyeing that happens on my hair, it's natural, sun bleached. I don't intend on putting any chemicals in my hair. I'm not doing any of that bleaching stuff in my hair. So no, that's not happening. You need to redo your dreads yourself. Yeah, man. This is your sign. This is a sign. You're a sign to redo your hair. Yeah, man. Just need to comb it too. Here then. Come here. Yo, see. Left. You remember me? Where you remember me from? Yes, long locks can be stressful to watch. No denying it. That. Me and brother love. Yes, thank you. This is actually I don't necessarily remember if this is the first time I've been twisting my locks on YouTube live for the first time, but I actually had a falling out with the clock people. I didn't want to call the name of that app right now. I got falling out with them last night, so I just decided, you know what, let me give YouTube a bit of this content. But thank you so much. Yes, it is I. I am the same name, same person everywhere. I was even considering doing this on Twitch. I didn't even have a Twitter account, but I was considering. The way I was vexed last night, man, I was considering doing this on Twitch. the scalp to make sure if there's anything that needs to be removed, it gets removed. No. Okay, we good. But no, we're not good. See that? See this? There's something here. There we go. Ooh. Look at gold mine. Yes, hold on there. Look at gold mine. Love the color, texture, and the way it grows. My scalp naturally will never mess with it chemically. That is it. The meaning. Oh, you catching up. You catching up with the old part of the life. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. I asked them the same question. It's currently an active ticket that I'm arguing about. No, I've never used a shampoo brush, but send me a DM there, please, Shannon. Because I would appreciate anything that makes this process easier. And a shampoo brush sounds like something that I would love to use. Ooh, oh man, that would be. Yeah, man. Because the flakes need to go. There we go. Still have a piece right there. No, I've never met Tristan. There are a lot of creators I have met, and there are a lot of creators that I've never met. Oh, it's left the ends. Okay. Left the ends. Alright. Oh. Whew. This one in particular is giving me a hard time because of the flakes that got stuck in the rock. There we go. Aggregated that out. Yes. Yes. Freedom. That is it. Freedom. Freedom is a must. Freedom is a must. There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, man. Whew. Right. Should probably put down my glasses. I should probably put down my glasses. Oh, look at that. Ooh, hold on. That looked like that needs to pull more. Is it me or is it something that needs to pull more? focus. Nope, I think we're good. You love seeing flakes remove. Trust me, I get it. It's almost like seeing pimples getting popped. And because they're detached from my scalp, there's no feeling whatsoever. But you see, the night that I washed this, after the hot oil treatment and after the shampoo, my scalp was sizzling, boy. Scalp was on fire. Alright. Clean my glasses now. I am in the need to passport need for you. Okay. Alright. This random start just to ensure you are good. That needs to go. So root, separation. Ooh, what little aggravation can cause you? Yep. There's more that needs to go. More that needs to go. Yes, Shani, my hair still dries incredibly fast. Love that about it. Water just touches my hair and then goes about its business. It does not linger. Cause the truth is, my roots dry quick, My roots dry super quick. Your forces that dry up can't relate. I mean, I can dry my ends with I can dry my end with just a towel. There's a message being held for review. Somebody type something. Oh, but nothing too old out there, you know. No matter how much microfiber, that's crazy. What is this message saying? Okay. Oh, it's because you said crazy. Into the next. The most annoying thing about having to use multiple platforms is having to know the different guidelines, because what you can do on one platform doesn't necessarily make it okay to do on another platform. You know? Some platforms are more strict than others with certain topics and certain things that you cannot do. My roots are fine. My hair dries way too fast. It's not even if I were to saturate my entire head, you're all going to witness that I'm going to have to spray it multiple times. So I just like to spray as I go, spray sections as opposed to spraying my entire head. It's a lot less wasteful for me because my hair dries very fast. Leave. Nah, shea moisture doesn't work for me. That just encourages build-up. I already did a hot oil treatment already. And the hot oil treatments for me are fine. Exactly, not good for locks at all. It makes it harder for me to wash my hair, ultimately. Cause what you're seeing here is not build up, you know. This is just dead, you know, dead skin from the scalp that could not escape being tangled up in my locks. And it's been residue. This would have been a completely different. This would have looked very different. New. Didn't work. Still will have build-up issues. I just use specific oils. Again, that's why I use a hot oil treatment before I wash my hair. But my scalp is pretty healthy. I even have the oil bottle in front of me right here. Peppermint, vitamin E oil, some other stuff. And you can't even overdo it on the castor oil because castor oil is a thick, it's a thick oil. So you can't even overdo it. I like to use the castor oil for hot oil treatments because it's going to get washed out. And the room is getting a bit cold. Hold on there 1 second with me. I'm going to start up. I'm going to turn off that air conditioner. Alright. Rose water. Yeah, man. I never buy no rose water and I couldn't find any roses. So I ended up picking some other flowers. Like magnolias. To make a hairspray out of it. Boy, to tell the truth, I've been in my DIY era for such a long time. I've just been mixing some other hair oils in my house. Like I get the vitamin E and the peppermint and other stuff, and I've just been mixing my own mixture. Especially as a content creator, like, I don't want nobody to come ask me, oh, what do you use? And then for me to go end up promoting a business where not even pay me. So it's like, why? I just mix it myself. To be honest with you. This is not me gatekeeping, it's just let me tell you, let me be frank with you guys, right? So recently a hair sponsor reached out, right? This hair brand reached out. Really excited to do work with me, you know, even started showing me their products, and they were excited to have me be a brand ambassador for them, right? No say my manager spoke to them, and by the time my manager sent them the contract, we were ready to go. All they needed to do was sign the contract, and I would have been working with them, right? No. After they got the contract, they looked at my manager and said, oh, hey, one more thing. Can we have unlimited usage of his image as it relates to our brand? And we're like, you have to pay for that? Not all money is good money. I will let me just say that. Not all money is good money. And we ended up not working with them because they wanted unlimited usage. They wanted unlimited usage. Thank you, Shanae. I need royalties for that. They wanted to pay me $2,000 and call it a day to use my image until the end of time. Not all money is good money. What do I use for my locks? For what exactly? I do different things for different purposes. I was just talking about oils a while ago. I'm using Jamaican mango and lime as my lock and twist gel. Yeah, exactly. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. They backed out because they couldn't get unlimited usage from my image. From my hair, when we don't spend over 9 years growing, and then you're going to want to use my image until the end of time? Absolutely not. You have to pay me for that. Pay me royalties for that. And simply because of that, they were like, oh no, yeah. So as a content creator, you have to be very careful with the kind of deals that you make and that you sign and you agree to do. Because a lot of these companies will take you for a ride, yo. Make it seem like, say, exactly, they need to pay me way more than $2,000. As I said, not all money is good money. And as much as that $2,000 will do good for my cryptocurrency portfolio right now, it's not worth it. I'm good. I'm not going to sell out myself that much. I actually did designate this time that I'm twisting my hair right now to promote their brand, but since it never worked out, I said, well, the hell with that. Let me just go sort out for me, I just sort out do my hair myself. You know? I need 2,000 every month guaranteed. Thank you. You get it. You get it. But unlimited use in my head. You're mad. The money have to make sense and that don't make no sense. Ultimately, it was my decision, but yeah, no. I have to know when to draw the line. So it just simply didn't work. Even with a picture, because the thing is, you know, there is no single brand that I am going to dedicate to the health of my locks. There is no single brand. I use what I use for particular reasons, and I've used different brands over the years for different things. I've used different brands of oils. I've had partnerships that I particularly liked their partnership. I particularly liked their products, and I'll be very upfront and honest with that, you know. But to have a brand that is solely responsible for the growth of my hair is not true. And I didn't want, even if from a perspective of a picture, because with where my hair is right now, this is 9 years of growth. I didn't want anybody to be using my hair or using my image for unlimited amount of time to go around and tell people that they're responsible for my hair growth. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I never start growing my hair for money. This was for emotional reasons. This was for cultural reasons. This was for other reasons, financial reasons. I mean, as a content creator, I had to learn how to pimp certain things out, but you understand, but still, line, you have to know when to draw your line in the sand. I have 131 bucks, and I didn't sit down and count them all. One day when I had a 2-strand twist, I counted each pair, and I found out how many it was that way. I counted how many? I counted 65 pairs, and then there's one left over. So that's how I was able to find out. 131 is a magic number, for me at least. 120, okay. You and I would, I mean, hair texture aside, I would guess we would have similarly looking heads of hair. That's exactly what you did, yeah man. Boy, Shade, trust me, I get it. I know some people are against counting it, some people don't want to know how many. And sometimes it's a drag, you can't bother. Yo, when I was live last night, this one lady told me that she had over 600 in her head. I'm like, what? I said that you have micro locks, you have sister locks. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Even if my girlfriend was to have sister locks in her head, one, I am not going to be the one twisting that. No. I have patience enough, but I don't have that kind of, I don't have eternity. Okay, I have patience, but I don't have eternity. There's a difference. You understand? Even if my girlfriend had sister locks, I wouldn't even want to help her maintain that. Nope. Go pay and get that done. Not me. About 600. You're mad? I have 131 and I have to spend so much time already on my head. Yeah, man, and it's really having to make the time. Cause for me, I could be doing other things right now, you know. Really and truly, I could be doing other things with my time. Here I am, twisting my locks. I could be editing. I could be shooting my video that I really do need to shoot. I could be working on client videos. But here I are is. Oh, thank you, and that's what she said. Appreciate it though. My mother did the right thing when she was starting me off with my hair. She really, my mother was the one who started my lock journey. So she really did the right measurements, I must say. When I started, let me see if I can find any locks that still haven't started. When I started, my hair was tiny. Oh, you freeformed yours? I didn't freeform at first. I started with 2-strand twists. When I started, my hair was like that size. It's so much. 9 years ago, since around where I started. That's how little it was on my head. It felt like I'd started a second puberty. Walking around campus, I was like, boy. In time when patience is a master. Oh yes, man. Look up. I love how locks are. I love how locks are visual timeline of your hair journey. Oh yes. Oh yes. It really does tell a history. It really does. And you can get an idea of, genetics aside,
you can get an idea of how much someone has been outside during a particular time period. If they don't dye their hair, that is. Because my hair is, as you can see, it's lighter at the ends, but that's where the sun got to it. You can see where the sun has bleached my hair. So at the ends of my hair, you can see how brown it is versus. So there's a gradient. So you can see how brown it is, and it gets darker towards my roots. Mine was about the same. I'm 6 years in, 7 in October. Cut them down, past test now, top of your chest. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, the dyeing is a thing. You have to consider the fact that once you start dyeing your hair, you're going to be shedding more than usual. Oh, for sure. I've seen it so many times, over and over. Ooh. Okay. See that on my ear. I'm plugging in my phone. I got time to charge this. Yeah, you have to be careful because the dyeing can really damage your hair. Is that part of the reason why you cut it? Okay. Hello, stranger. I don't recall that last name. So I don't know if you're trying to say hello, stranger, in the jokey way as if we know each other. Came along with, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you so very much. Do we know each other? Forgive me, I just don't recognize a Sanderson. I don't recognize that last name. So forgive me. If you do know each other, please rock my memory. Please. I commented on one of your videos on Insta years ago. Do you remember which video? Because I'm just on social media, you know. I'll be scrolling, I see a video, I laugh, I like, I scroll, I see this, have a cheeky comment, I left my cheeky comment, and I continue. You understand? I keep that in mind. What about having kids? Having kids. Hello to all the new people in the live. Big up on yourself. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Having kids. At the time you were 32 and I told you you wanted to have one, and you said wait till the time was right. Okay. Did you have any children? Not to rush it. Okay. Did you have any children? Between then and now? said it will happen when the time come. Okay. Did the time come? Okay. Not yet. Okay. 30 okay. So are you still looking to have your children? And if so, what it is that you need in your present timeline for that to be a reality? Watch me ask that question and I answer be like, well, to give up on it, why? Let me guess. The men don't make sense, not true. What is it that you need? Well, age is off. Got cut off a couple minutes and we're talking about kids. I understand. Could be trying still. Okay, so is it alright? Let me ask. Are you in a stable relationship where you can actually have these conversations about having and bringing children into this world? Let me ask that. Or is it that why any man will get catch, I just hate that thing. I'm just trying to understand where we're at. Said no kids, single dating world is just not. It's nobody wants to settle down. You know, as someone who I've had my experience on the streets, I've had my experiences dating, I've had my experience on dating apps. I did a video right here on YouTube, a documentary about mental health in Jamaica, where I really wanted to understand how, one, people's perception of mental health, and getting the perspective of people who are dealing with their own battles, as well as professionals in the field. In the production of that video is how I met my therapist, and big up my therapist every time. I love my therapist, and that's something that I always encourage people to ensure that you do therapy, not only to address the traumas of your past, but also to hold yourself accountable for the decisions that you make in your everyday life. And to be honest with you, that was one of the life-changing things that I had to do, because I recognized the patterns that I was doing. I recognized my own patterns that was getting in my own way. Because one of the things that I had definitely had to do, I had to create my list. I had to put my list in front of him, and my list of non-negotiables, the things that I require in a relationship. And I'm not saying this about anybody in this live. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my experience here. This is not about any of you in this live right here, with what I'm about to say. It's just that I find that so many of us don't necessarily understand what it is that we need. Because just the other day, I asked a friend of mine, she's in her early 20s, I asked her, because she was in a group chat complaining about something about a man related. And I asked her, what's your non-negotiables? What it is that you need in a relationship? And when she listed those things out, I said to her, well, the things that you said that you require in a relationship are not possessed by the man that you're speaking about. So what's the problem? And then all of a sudden, well, he's a good man. And I'm like, no. No. You understand me? I say, so it's just one of these things where we really and truly just have to hold ourselves accountable. You know? Recent events that took place. Ah. Understand. Understand. 'Cause that's a decision that not one person can make. Well, science and technology depends on how much money you have. But my point is, generally speaking, yeah, definitely cannot settle for things we know don't align. Exactly. That's so very important. So very important. I want to hold yourself accountable. That's exactly why I don't settle for less. I know you know your worth. Too much respect for yourself. Exactly. And yeah, relationships are not by force. You don't have to be in one. That is true. You know, it's one of those things where we say, the fact that you mentioned Sensei's name is crazy. I'm in a relationship, but it's not with Sensei, okay? I knew exactly when to stop the antics. I knew when to stop those antics. Maybe one of these days, Sensei and I, our paths will cross. Blood clot. Our paths will cross once again. But, you know, under different circumstances. We got Sensei every time. See me, I carried that crush for him for a while. My God, I made quite the amount of content over that. That was a point in time. You see me? So, you know, big up Shenyang every time. Big up Shensi every time. Been following you since first announced as crushing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we used to live in our comment section, you know. I used to be the owner of that comment section. I used to pay a mortgage in our comment section, just to show you how much that's where I live. I trolled my way into actually meeting her. That was crazy. But let's see. As I said, there's a time. Eventually, there's a point in time when I just knew when to stop. You got plenty every time. I just want to sort out the front part of my head so I can deal with the back. She's a dancer artist. One more tree. We got one, two, one and two. Oh yeah, and then it splits in the middle. Okay. Sound of dancehall has changed over the years. Just like that time when soca was sounding particularly like Afrobeats, we take elements of different genres of music occasionally and infuse a dancehall element into it. But she is for sure a dancehall artist. Big up Shania. Who knows? One of these days I might get a chance to talk to her again and have another interview. We'll see. I know there's only 8 of you in this live right now. I just wanted to put in a shameless plug. 2 things. One, last year I made a video, and because of the response of the video, I decided to start a legitimate business about it. Do I have any CMOS consumers here in this live? Because I am a CMOS entrepreneur. I have an official business called Yaadman. It is Yaadman LLC, and I make CMOS gels using wildcrafted organic CMOS from Jamaica, and I also use organic flax seeds in my CMOS gels. Yeah. So I have 2 official flavors right now, and I'm about to release a third. The first flavor was pineapple and ginger. The second flavor was mango passion fruit, and I am about to launch the sour and ginger flavor. Yeah. Cool. I use gold CMOS and I use purple CMOS. You know. So there is that. So I started that business, and that journey is crazy from shoulder length and all beautiful. Thank you so much. So I started that business, and I actually want to show you. You take organic CMOS supplements. Let's go. It's pretty cool. Let me show you what my product looks like. It's right here in this book. No, I'm not in Jamaica. I live in Florida. I'm in the States. So this is Yaadman. This is my business right here, and it is featured in Jamaica's very first manga and anime project, Jamaica no Jamakai. This project is where this is a modern interpretation of a docu story. This is a modern interpretation of this is a manga and anime project that we're going to be using Jamaican folklore to tell this story. And I am one of the members working on this project right here. So I am very grateful that I am part of this project. And just like how a lot of anime has like iconic food, like from Dragon Ball Z has yeah man. So Dragon Ball has sensu beans. Yeah, here in Jamaica and Jamaica we have Yaadman. Definitely have Yaadman, and it says, for fueling strength, clarity, and real stamina to fight back the dopey tide, charged with 92 minerals straight from the Caribbean Sea, infused with flavor, pineapple, ginger, passion, and more options soon come. Yeah man, see there? Yeah. So I just want to say that with Jamaica and Jamaica is one of the key central, is a key location that we're focusing on. Parts of Jamaica, and I want you guys to see. Let me find one page to show me. Oh god. See there? Apple tree, right? This apple tree Jamaica. So we definitely use real world history, real world imagery real pictures, real, yeah, we want the place to be, as in, oh, go on, Ethan. Love your therapy video you posted a while back. Well done on the book too. Hoping to publish some research soon too. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Yeah, man. So this book is available on Amazon. Jamaica no Jamaica. It is featured on Amazon. The manga, and mind you, it is in manga format. So it starts in the it reads in the Japanese reading format, which reads from right to left. And yeah, we are going to we'll soon announce it will be available for sale from Kingston Shop. We will definitely be announcing that we're going to announce it very soon. It will be available for sale to people in Jamaica very soon. But for now, to get the quickest way to get it is on Amazon, for sure. So far, since we released it in June, we've sold over 1,200 copies. Yeah, man, we sold over 1,200 copies since June. 1,000 before has been sold in Japan since March. So right now there are over 2,000 in circulation on Earth. I'm grateful to be part of this project. I'm really grateful that people, the reception and the response to this has been overwhelmingly positive. Thank you guys so very much for the support that we have for this project, and there's way more to come soon forward. I can't give you any spoilers on what's going to forward, but there's way more to come. But yeah. I didn't stop doing videos and vlogs. I didn't. My camera actually needs to be repaired. I'm just generating some funds for me to repair the camera that I use primarily for YouTube. And at the same time, it's just a bit of balance, because the point in time where the clock app outpaced everything else that I was doing. But I definitely am going to revive my usage over here on YouTube. To answer that question, I quit. I used to, but I quit. I will use it as an ingredient. I listen. I understand what YouTube, the guidelines for YouTube and on social media in general. So certain things I'm not going to say. So just keep up with what I'm saying. Okay. I quit. I dropped certain habits, and I use it as an ingredient in my kitchen instead. So I'm able to infuse it in damn near anything, in drinks, in food. You know, it's used as an ingredient as opposed to how it used to be used before. You know, but that is a habit that I actually quit. Yeah, man. I was hanging out with Rastas like late last year, and then they showed me that they don't even use it. They don't even use that in the same way that most people do. And then they showed me a method that they use it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much cleaner. You know? And ever since, I just couldn't look back. Grateful. And to be honest with you, I was actually looking for whatever not serving you, just drop it. Rastas steam it. Rastas steam it. Isn't it? I would show you the apparatus, but I'm on YouTube and I'm not about to do that. I know my limits. I'm not taking a draw out for sure. Sorry about that. I had a call that came in. But I couldn't answer that call. Boiling doesn't work actually. Boiling it like that doesn't work. It's a bit of a process. I don't want to get it. The process requires having the scientific process is decarbing, so heat is required, but not enough heat. But you don't need to combust it. It doesn't need to be lit on fire. You understand? So you need to bake it. Baking it works to make it active, because if you don't make it active, then no matter how much you eat it, it won't have that influence on you. It won't have that impact on you. So even so, but the thing is, boiling it by itself doesn't necessarily make it active. So, but the thing is, once you make it active, it will have that impact after you infuse it in food. So I'm able to infuse it in food when it's active, and it will have the same impact as a brownie would, if you understand what I'm saying. So one time I made a not so virgin but alcohol-free pina colada, but I had that in there, and I tell you, boy, is it me? But yeah, spare the lungs, spare the lungs, spare the lungs, spare the lungs, spare the lungs. I'm at that point where I'm able to infuse it in any kind of food. I could put that in anything. I could put it in anything. But ultimately, spare your lungs. Well, it's not as simple as some would make it seem. There's a process that's required to activate it, because you need to activate it first before it will have impact. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't have that oral fixation. And I have the patience to use it as an ingredient. And the thing is, I have patience. That's the other thing. I have patience. Because consuming it will take a longer time for it to take effect. Sure. I don't need it to hit me immediately. And even if I need it to hit me immediately, I could always use a steamer. Because that has less impact. Well, it's healthier than, yeah, but even still, I try to limit its use. It is 4:30 in Jamaica, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Shaman, almost there. I'm more than halfway finished. This is just really the back of my head. Because I've done the sides and the left side of my head is already done. It's just the back of my head and then this side of my head. The other thing too, I'm a bloodhound. My superpower is in my nose. Call me tangerine. I smell things. I smell things. I smell hormonal changes, okay? That's how much I smell things. So if something interferes with my ability to smell, it pisses me off. Sometimes you might if you understand what I just did a while ago, and that will mess up my ability to smell. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Forgive my lack of weeb knowledge, but what is Kimetsu no Yaiba? Where I put this one? I figured it would be one still. I actually need to catch up. I recognize that there's a lot of hype around the movie, but I still need to catch up with some other arcs. Because I know the manga is done. I could have just ran straight to the manga to read it. No, I didn't read Infinity Castle. I didn't watch it yet. I want to make it catch up. I've been seeing all the memes though, and I get all the memes. First anime you watched in a theater? Nice. When I hear Demon Slayer have been doing great numbers. The anime that has had me in a headlock recently has been Dan Dada. I admit. Dan Dada. Dan Dada has gotten to me. Dan has got to me. I'm actually about to start the manga very soon. Like, I'm gonna fall out soon. What kind of question is this? Is it because I don't walk around watching the nether regions of other men? And I am not going to why? Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. That is a statistical impossibility. All would suggest 100%. And for a question like that is a statistical impossibility. So that's where I will leave that question. Same channel, same. You know, I hear the thunder over them. Yes. Wash away. Where the Sinead, are you in the States or are you in Jamaica? Because I know that Jamaica flooded out just last week, you know. Heavy rains and bus them did a wash away, the bus them couldn't swim. Oh, just aged myself with that joke. That's crazy. Florida too. Mmm. Man, the place I watch it for real. You know, I'm gonna take a break. I just wanted YouTube to get a taste of the content that I do off the platform. But I take a break soon. After these two, after these, I'm going to after when all I need to do. Yeah, man, I started from yesterday, but I'm finishing this tonight. I need to make videos. I have client work that I need to shoot. I need to make videos. I need to take passport pictures. This is going to be finished. This is going to finish tonight. Thank you so very much, Grace Griffiths. Appreciate you every time. Yeah, man. And again, in to support what Shanae is saying, with what I said before, 100% is a statistical impossibility. But that is not a survey that I'm particularly interested in because I don't care about what's in the pants of other men. I'm in a business. Well, even that, I don't know the statistics. See the Jewish. Ha! Alexa, weather report in Orlando.
Currently, in Orlando, Florida, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, you can expect just a few clouds in the sky with a low of 75 degrees.
Interesante. Interesante. Yeah, man, I gotta take a break after this for real. I'm not gonna finish this over here. I'm probably going to finish this on Instagram live. Probably break up the live, break up the live in different areas across social media. Jamaica is a lot more diverse than people want, and a lot of people want to admit. Let me just say that. And say, I don't quite live in Orlando. I was curious as to what was going on in Orlando. Alexa, weather report in Kissimmee.
Right now in Kissimmee, Florida, it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of 75 degrees.
Okay, Alexa, weather report in Ocala.
Currently, in Ocala, Florida, it's 88 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect mostly clear skies, with a low of 71 degrees.
What the hell? So what am I hearing outside? Your answer is crazy. You're all out from Orlando, south or north, Shanae? Are you north or south of Orlando? Going very good. East. Okay, got you. Got you. No, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. I tell my girlfriend the same thing. Hope you know watch me now, because I had to teach her cardinal directions the other day. You'd randomly be driving around in Jamaica and like, point to Cuba, go! There's point. Where's Cuba? Point. And I have to teach her cardinal directions. So when I want her to get lost her road, man. I have to teach her not southeast and west. She's not a social media person like I am, and she's not as exposed to dealing with attention the way that I am. So in order to see her, you have to see her. You have to see her out in public with me. You have to catch me in public. That or until she develops the ability to deal with social media the way that I can. here. Again, say these and go down, these and go down, these and go down. Come on, these and go down. After this, I will take my break and hop off. Finish the rest of this on Instagram. Nine years. Not too far. Yeah? Where's the film, Shani? You forgot for a moment. Where was man? Where was? Ooh. Mhm. I think it's 12 years ahead of me. Oh, you fully lost track. Just enjoying the hair. I understand. I understand. For me, I don't remember the exact day, but I marked the month and the year because it was, I feel like it was an important time in my life. Yo, I'm about to take a break, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Thank you so very much. I'm gonna try to make this more. We're gonna try to do this more often. Here is part of my brand after all, because and I do intend on giving a lot back to the YouTube community. So thank you guys so very much for being here. I'm about to take a break, eat some food, drink some juice, and then I'm going to continue this on IG. Alright? Big up on yourself. Look more.